I'm John Cederquist. I really like illustrating tools. Basically, all the pieces that you see here are made the same way in terms of inlay. So the technique involves taking the wood and resawing it so it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then cutting it out. So these are all separate pieces of wood, and gluing them together. That's basically what you would call inlay. And there's a gap between these two pieces of wood, and it's filled in with an epoxy material that is about the thickness of peanut butter. And you fill it in with your putty knife, you let it cure, and then you can sand it smooth. So now you have a very permanent record of a line and the wood. And you can see that the great thing about using the wood is that you can get some really interesting patterning. For instance, this rippled negre has a quality to it. This area right in here is made out of maple that has been bleached. You can see that you can make it look a lot like metal. Here in the United States, we call it chatoyance, but in France, they go chatoyance. This is cherry, and this area here, the arm of Mickey Mouse, is actually mahogany that has been ebonized. The wave imagery comes from the fact that I've always lived in Southern California, and ever since I was a kid, I've surfed. And usually what comes out of this area is a big ring of very thin wood that curls, and I saw how I could replace that with a wave. And each one of these is a separate piece of wood that has been glued down to this 1/4 inch surface. If you can understand linear perspective, and that's nothing more than the lines that you create, and you put that together with shading, and that is, in this essence, you can see it's slightly darker here, and then it gets lighter as it comes over this way. And then you understand shadows and how they're created, and that would be this area in here. These are all done with an airbrush. You put those three together correctly, and you can't help but see the flat surface as being 3-dimensional.